Well, hello there. And welcome to I think this is our first ever Wednesday night stream. Welcome everyone. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the channel and of the game. Woohoo! Come on, Commander, jump for joy. Oh, no, I can't. Jump for joy. Or stand up. But yeah, so today we're going to do a little bit of reminiscing. Welcome everyone. We're gonna do a little bit of trip down memory lane, and we're not gonna go too late tonight, and hopefully, within an hour. I always say that, it never happens, but today I'm gonna try and adhere to the schedule, and we're gonna kind of, oh man, we got a bunch of stuff to cover. We're gonna cover obviously the game, where we're at, what we missed, the last year full of drama and fun. And we'll probably maybe talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing with the channel, especially since I've decided, I made that announcement last week that we're going to be changing up the streaming schedule a little bit, and also kind of maybe the video release schedule. So, thank you guys for joining me, dude. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to show up on a Wednesday night. I'm like, this is a very awkward day to have the anniversary, but you can't change the date. Look at everyone's just staring at me. This is weird. Oh, essentially, she's being polite. She's like, don't make eye contact. So yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the anniversary so far. They got a lot of cool stuff. I wanted to do like a giveaway or something, but I have no idea how to accomplish that. So maybe we'll have to reschedule that. Although I really would have liked to do it today. Come on, game, load. You can do it. Oh, hi, Nemesis. Look at this. What the hell does she do? What is this? Angling the crystal? What could it mean? Oh. I've never even seen that animation before. She's always sitting down in a chair. Will we get Annie on the next? No, dude. Alva or AN94 is going to be coming ASAP. Probably, I would guess, another couple months, maybe 2 or 3 months. Hopefully we're gonna get caught up to CN. Let's hop out of here for a second. Crew deck is fun and all, but we have a birthday cake we need to light. We had our Darth Lena in the corner. Did you guys see? I put up a new meme video. It had been sitting on my hard drive for a long ass time, and I finally had a reason to post it. So see, I think I got it set up here on stream so we can actually, maybe I lied. No, not this shop. Oh, here we go. I think we got it. There we go. We got the dancing Lena in the corner. This is cool. I was able to take somebody else's, how they release like the character models, so you can like rig them up and do all the different like program dances and stuff. There's a guy who's got a whole bunch of them on his YouTube, which I linked in the video if you guys are interested, or just search him. Ooh, it's kind of chugging. I don't know if might have to optimize this little video clip a little bit, but and it's gone. Okay, well, we'll skip that. But yeah, it was cool. It was I was able to kind of like remove the background and add a different background, kind of edit some of the music and whatnot. It was fun, dude. Yeah, dude, I love how the entire time she's just always got that goofy face on there. So let's light our birthday cake, guys. I hope you guys made a wish. I said, looking forward to year 2. I am, and I truly am. Let's put the candles on the cake. Woo! We did it, boys. Oh, and they even rewarded me for it. So we have happy first anniversary. I wish you all mega luck on this. I hope somebody gets the 22,222. It was in one day. Well, I'll wait till Friday Night Frontline to do this. So we're gonna have that happening. Paul says it looks like we have Lainey, Lewis, and then Alva. Are you sure we're getting Lewis that quick? Did they just post this info? Is this top secret leaked info? Well, one of the things I did want to do is, if I can pull it up, this is dangerous because I always, whenever I hit the show button, I'm never 100% sure what's going to show up on stream here, but I think I got this right. There we go. So I don't know if you guys have done this yet, but I've been holding off to take a look at this, and we're gonna go through it, and you can make fun of me. Hopefully I pass. You know, hopefully I have a good review here. Oh, travel together. All right, so this is the story we created along the way. Oh boy, what exactly is in store? Well, see, I did wake up on December 3rd. I was there, Gandalf. You can tell by my UID. I was there at the very opening of the servers. I was actually in before the servers were live. Don't ask me how I did that. I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, dude, so I love these things, Shadow. They do them in HSR as well, and they're a lot of fun. So hopefully there's going to be some good info in here. Like I said, I didn't peek, so all my shame is about to be put on display. Oh no, it's bugged? No, it can't be. Not like this. Why, Mika? Why is everything bugged? Let's see if I can spot the bug. All right, blah, blah, blah. Oof. Is this good? 1,300 hours? And I promise you, I don't leave the game just running. This is... Yikes, this is playtime. All right, I mean, I'm not sure if I should be ashamed or proud of that, but, you know, here we are. "17 events." I'm assuming they're talking about story events. Maybe you guys will have to tell me. I'm assuming 17 story events. Yeah, exactly. I was saying that. Yeah, it's apparently, it looks like it's locked to October 31st. So if they have like a how many days you logged in, it's going to show me as being a casual. But I promise you, the last month I did not slack. I got the achievement for the 356 days. Or, I'm sorry, 365 days. Yesterday. Got that yesterday. No, what is this? I'll be honest, dude. I think I pulled an all-nighter on the first day. You can look at my streams. I have them all archived. Dude, I tried to rewatch my first stream that I published on this channel, and it was just as cringe as they are now. Nothing's changed, so... No, it was so bad, dude. Like, it's funny that a year in, we're still, you know, I'm still struggling with the... just like doing everything correctly. Today, I don't think we've had any audio issues yet, but what do we have? Like last week we had audio issues, and it's nice to come full circle, because on that very first day, I didn't even hit the record button. I think I had started streaming the second I got in the server and created my character. And I started streaming, and I thought I was like streaming, and I'm like sitting in my room. It's like, 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning or whatever. I'm sitting in my room talking to myself. And then about an hour into the stream, I look over at the YouTube preview, and it says, waiting to air, feed good. And I'm like, no. I'm like, don't tell me that I haven't even been recording. I had been pushing out the data from the stream software, but not going live on YouTube. I felt so stupid. And then I thought I fixed it, and then I went on to play another hour and a half or something, and I didn't even realize I had the mic or the in-game sound muted. You could hear a little bit reverberating through my headphones in the video, but it was a disaster, dude. It's so nice to know that I've sorted all those issues out, and that definitely doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, anyway, first day, I'm pretty sure I played an all-nighter. Oh my god! Is it really that many? Yikes. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna assume this should out me as not a whale, because I'm assuming whales have way more than this. I need a whale to fact check me. What's the average whale? What do they spend on this? Because you got to remember, 60 or about 600 of these targeted permissions, what, 450 of them? Or that was earlier in the month. Well, November. That was when Lind came out. Oh, dude, this doesn't have that accounted for. That's right, because this goes to October 31st, and Lind wasn't out yet. Ooh, so this number's way off. Okay, so this should be about 3,000 now. Paul, dude, I'm a serious gamer, dude. Just because, just because I don't seem like it. Just because my brain is like mush these days, and I can't remember what any of the units do, and they're 50 million lines of text, doesn't mean that I'm not a hardcore GFL2 streamer. Yo, what up, Nightcrawler? I'm seeing everyone poke in here. Damn, Shadow, you were... Well, no, not quite beating me. All right, you're a little behind me. Total polls. This isn't, it's not a contest, but it is a contest. All right, 34 tactical dolls showed up. Who am I missing? I'm missing Xiao Wei. I'm missing Barry. And I'm missing... I'm forgetting one. I'll have to come back to that. I can remember I'm missing both those submachine guns, and I'm missing one kind of off unit that I don't really care for. Let's just peek. I know you guys can't see me do this in the background. Who am I missing? I must know. Ooh. Well, I'm technically missing oh yeah, Belka. Belka. Yeah, Belka, Xiao Wei, and Perry. And then these other two are skins. They don't count. Nothing of value was lost, although I know there's some big time fans of the Belka in here. That costume. Wow, Shadow, that's interesting. You didn't spend any money, so you haven't bought like any of the monthly like collapse pieces, like contracts or whatever they're called. I forgot, the resupply contracts or whatever. That you're only 300 behind me. That's pretty good. Yeah, this I don't care what anybody says, dude. This game is very free to play friendly for like how many. I know it still uses the quote cancerous MiHoYo gambling system, but the number of tickets you get in this game is like way more than other games, or specifically MiHoYo games. So while they use the same system, it's not the same in comparison, because like it's just so much more comfy. Oh, Mike says that Nightcrawler says that he's missing all the physical teams and one ice character. Which ice character? Probably Deshevia, dude. Nobody likes Deshevia or Deshevia. Paul won't admit. He won't admit how many he's done. Probably for the best. You've been exploring outfit collections. I have 21 outfits and 27 accessories. What counts as an accessory? Because there's no way I have 9 customizable outfits worth of accessories. I'm not sure what an accessory counts as. Oh, I see, Shadow. So you didn't use any of the Doritos on the signatures. I collected 124 weapon skins and 113 attachment skins. That sounds right. This is just a byproduct of being so fucking lucky all the time. Every time I roll for a weapon, I get it real quick, and I also get the like the 4-star version. So yeah, I have quite a few weapon skins. Okay, so yeah, the hats and the glass. I'm surprised I have that many. I should really check. I don't remember buying that many modular outfits, but I believe you. You would never lie to me. Oh yeah, dude, and like Real Snow pointed out, the standard banner is way better in this game than in MiHoYo games. Like in this game, the standard banner units are actually really good. I don't know if my boy's in the chat lurking, but I got one of my friends just started playing, and it was so nice to tell him, like, okay, here are the 2 characters that you want to get on the standard banner. And you actually legit want to get these characters. Like, so you don't feel bad about, like, losing 50/50s to them, or, like, just not, you know, just not having anyone to, like, aim for. Because that's how it is in, like, the other games. It's like, oh, yay, standard tickets, whoopity frickin' do. But it's like, in this game, it's like, Changju and Tolol are powerhouses in their respective elements. It's like, it's so nice to have, like, units you can build around in, or, like, units you can use your standard tickets on while you're trying to collect the limited characters, so... Okay, under my guidance, you know, misguidance, 31 max level tactical dolls and collected 30 elite weapons, and 22 are at max level. I'm gonna assume it's all my battle pass weapons. That is why I have so many. And also, I've never merged them, like, calibrated. I was going to do that for Tolol's weapon. Like, recently, I was gonna mush some of them together to make a very high calibration Planeta, so that everyone can, like, take turns using it for combat, especially in Gunsmoke Funline. But, you know, I say a lot of things on this channel, you know? Most used doll, Xiaomi? Is this... Chat, can I get a fact check on this? Is this true? When was the last time you saw me use Xiaomi? I participated in 11,000 battles? What? No, this is not right, dude. This is not right. This has got to be the bug, right? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm like, no way, dude. I used Xiaomi a lot. Oops, and now I can't see it again. But I used her a ton, obviously, when the game came out. But I think by about the time... Who was the other healer? So, Centurisi, I didn't use her a ton when she came out. Maybe Xiaomi was my most used, now that I think about it. Because she didn't really get replaced until Springfield came out. Even in teams where it's like wasn't really, like, the correct element, she's just, like, an all-around good unit. You've met 43 commanders. What do you mean I met them? How do I meet them? I mean, I've accepted way more than 43 on my friends list. This is a lie. Is this true? Is my boy Neptunium? He must be using my Lind. Or no, that's who I borrowed the most. Yep, I lied. That's because of Gunsmoke Funline, right? Yeah, that makes sense, because we were using that Niketa, I think, for literally every single Chaos run for like 3 months straight. I don't know what it means by you met 43 commanders, though. That make no sense. Oof. People borrowed my units that many times? Oh. Thanks, boys. These are guys from my platoon. So you guys all want to step it up if you're going to be my #1 fan. You got competition. Although I wonder if this resets year over year. We'll have to find out next year. So you guys can start battling it out right now. This is correct. I have been in this platoon since day 1. And I've accumulated that many points. Sure, that sounds right. So this this was October 31st, so this was before the new boss. So this would have been a kill on the previous boss. This would have been chaos. Yeah, dude, this is almost a lucky number. Look at all those 7s. Ooh, highest score 69. Also, kind of a gamer number. Okay, this is the part where I'm gonna get dogged on. Is that actually true? You only took part in a few Extreme Peak and Expansion drill challenges? I'm pretty sure I did every single one. It doesn't... It just tells you the total, huh? You guys can do the math and you can count that out. I'm pretty sure this is the the bare minimum of a passing grade. I'm pretty sure this is 18 for every single one of these. With the exception, I think one time I accidentally did a 20. Pure accident. You know, like I said, I might be a tryhard, but I'm also, you know, I don't try more than I have to, right? It's like I'm a tryhard until I cross that finish line, and then we're all good. You had 15,000 borrows with cluckers? Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see. I spent a lot of money. God, I wish I had this kind of money in real life, dude. What did I spend? Oh, this must have been September 22nd. What could this have been? I must have calibrated something to full with gold chips. That's the only way I could have possibly spent this much money. I'm trying to think of what was happening in September that was worth... Who was the hot unit back then? Because it was Springfield and Perry... Oh, Johan, I think? Maybe? I don't remember. So, I don't even remember. Yeah, I'm not sure what all that money was for. Yeah, I feel the same way, Nightcaller. It's like, I want the items, so I do Frenzy level 18, and then that's enough. Like, I know there's the option to go up to 40, but I'm like, man, I ain't got time for that. Oh, look at this, guys. This is kind of a sham, though. I am kind of a shill. Like, 416 on 416 day, like, that's like paid Mika sponsorship right there. And we've added 2 more since then. We put Vector on September 11th, never forget. And then we had Florence on Halloween. That was when we actually streamed. That was kind of fun. I kind of want to do that again tonight. Maybe you guys can bully me. We kind of should do an anniversary stream. Covenant. I do have Covenant rings sitting around. Oh, dude, we got Radical Ink here too. Let's go. That's a lot of gifts. Oh, see, there it goes. There's the proof. Three Covenants. Soon to be maybe 4 or 5. Come on, let me get some good stats here. Is this the part where they start outing me and they're like, you spent 3,827 minutes in Florence's dorm? Commander, what were you doing in there? I'm waiting for it. Now she's just being all nice to me. Ooh, we got an anniversary letter. Ooh, guys. Who do I pick? Wait, why is... Oh, I see. I get to... Oh, come on, man. Come on, is this even a choice? Who else can we pick? Can we pick everybody? Oh man, there are some good choices in here. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm a self-admitted... I willingly admit I'm a Nemesis sim. But the problem is I know this letter will be gibberish, and it will mean nothing. Have you guys... Well, I guess you guys haven't gotten any of these yet, right? Because I'm assuming everyone's going to get these on the same day. Oh, Real Snow picked Sleepo Beepo. It's like a popularity contest. Oh man, I kind of want to. I think we're gonna go with Lind. I'm a little. Lind's now holds a special place in my heart. Like I said, first unit in any gacha style game that I totally maxed out as far as like segments or eidolons or whatever you want to call them. So she's a kind of oh, this is bullshit, dude. This is complete bullshit. I've been perfect attendance. But yeah, she holds a special place in my heart. So I want to hear what she has to say about that. Probably going to be something like, I hate staying up late, but I do it because of the sugar. I guess that's it, boys. I guess that's all. This is changed. Oh, this is the. Yeah, okay. Well, there we go. That's my report card. I think. Now, I don't know where you guys go to school, but when I go to school, this is a passing grade. So we're gonna count this as a W. What is this? Refresh. Oh, okay, these are. I see. These are just the little achievements. I don't know if you can even call them that. Ooh, I gotta share. I'll do that later. I'm afraid if I hit that share button, it's gonna start popping up with a bunch of socials and stuff, and you guys are gonna start creeping on me in real life, and you're gonna be like showing up at my house, and I mean, that'd be pretty cool if you guys want to come over to my house and hang out. You know, just slide into my DMs. Oh, you know what? That's the sound of Baja Blast right there. Oh, so good. We thought we'd, celebrate today. I don't know if they did the attendance on October 31st for a clean 333 shadow. I'm going to guess because they probably had to, like, accumulate and process all these, like, web pages or data or whatever. And they probably just had to pick a random day. And they probably picked a day that was, like, kind of close to when they did it. But it would be really cool if it did go the complete 1 year. I would really like to have seen the nice 365 days. Radically, so we can chill in your closet. I mean, if you want to do that, I mean, I won't stop you. Is that weird? I mean, I don't know. Well, guys, what do you guys want to do? Like I said, I don't want to go too much longer. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's talk about the channel. Let's go back to the comfy dorm. Do we have to do any of this real quick? Is this active? Oh, that's right. We can't have a stream without gambling. Hold up. Let's rectify this. Let's gamble and then let's talk about the channel. What do I gamble on, guys? I need some advice. Do I go for the segment 1 Lena that my heart desires, or do I go for her weapon even though it's complete garbage, but it looks cool? Or maybe we pick someone on the banner here and we grab someone from this. I already have an Andrus. I already have Michti. I don't have Michti's weapon though. This is also a possibility, and we're gonna save these because I am crossing my fingers that they're gonna put Harpsy in this relatively quickly for us. You know, forever we're gonna catch up to CN. Hopefully, I think we're about what, six-ish months behind. So hopefully we'll actually catch up with them now. And if that's true, I want to get some Harpsies, or some TMP as she's known. Dude, Real Snow, I hope you're on the fun half of the country, meaning like the West Coast, because every time there's any sort of like nerd convention or fun thing going on, it's always California. Sometimes it's East Coast, but it's almost always California, and it's just never Chicago, which is where I live. I live in the Chicagoland area. So I'm stuck in the middle of no fun zone. Everywhere else they're having conventions, they're having, like for example, when they did the pop-up store for this game and the meet and greets and stuff, it's always in California and it's never here. Oof, okay, no, you're in New Zealand, so there's also nothing ever happening there. You're from the sheepland. I knew a guy from New Zealand. I knew him as in like we played video games together. I always wondered what happened. I always wondered if he survived the... He said that he lived in proximity of sheep, but he didn't ever admit to being a shepherd of any kind. So I can only hope that he he was friends with the sheep and they weren't on fighting terms. Nobody here has any advice for me. I'm thinking with Radical Link, Radical Link, you know, he's telling me what I want to hear, which is go for segment 1 Lena, because her segment 1 is really super awesome duper fun. All right, let's do this. It's the first temple, right? Could you imagine? I have to get the memes on here. Let's do the memes. Can we? Will this make the Ooh, triple 4-star, that's good. Second one. Ah, okay. No one's being very vocal, so I've just made an executive decision that we're gonna try and get this segment 1, and let's go. Are we getting a new anniversary surprise? Oh, keep the music going. Keep the music going. No, not you. Definitely not you. Get out of the way. Oh, dude, they're waiting for it. They're teasing me. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Easy money. I make it look so easy. It's like I'm numb to it now. I don't even. I gotta go for bigger thrills. Wait. I think that might have been 9 or 10. I don't even think it's possible to get the double. But once again, what have we learned? Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh, dude, no. This is... Oh my god. Oh, there's people starving. It's not fair. It's not fair. Where is it? Where's the other one? Oh my god, dude. This is now what, the second or third time this has happened in like the last month. This is fucking crazy. Oh my god. Like I said, the hit, dude, it just doesn't hit the same anymore, man. I need more. Gamble harder. Oh my fucking god, let's do it. Let's go. And we'll share to the platoon here. Why are these in Chinese? Dude, I think I've secretly enraged half the chat and hyped up the other half of the chat. I've hyped myself up. Just casual, you know, no biggie. Oh my god. Oh, dude, like I said, if I didn't record this shit, nobody would believe me. For real. I'm not even... This is just... Debbie V2, yeah, on Dom. I only had the base Lana, and I was just like I said, I was only trying to get segment 1, and we just, well, mistakes into miracles. Okay, cool. Well, let's... I hope you guys all have the same luck. I really do. I so wish there was a way I could, like, get you guys characters, like gift out characters or something. I know it's like, you know, probably better that they don't do that kind of thing because all sorts of scams would be happening, but man, I really wish there was a way. I mean, I guess y'all could just give me your accounts and trust me, bro, and I'll just, you know, buy you a character, but it's just, you know, that's crazy. That shit cray. This is the duality of man right here. Shadow's like, hey man, you deserve it, seriously. You waited a long time, congratulations. And Radical Link's like, this ain't acceptable. That is not acceptable. Oh man, if it makes you feel better, my keyboard's a little messed up now. It seems to only happen in the dorm here. Oh, is the game gonna crash? Trying to load all these high definition models. Where is Lena? Whoa, game, calm down. Here, can I sit up here? She's in a coma over here. Wow. Okay, so let's. Not like that, Shadow, dude. No, that's not. I didn't spill nothing on the keyboard, and I didn't get nothing on the keyboard. It just, it. I think I might have slammed it too hard when I got excited there from that double, the double. So let's talk about a little bit about the channel and the upcoming changes to the schedule. And well, now that I got what's the third double on stream here, I'm pretty sure I've peaked. I can't do any better than this, so I'm shutting the channel down. See you guys later. It was fun while it lasted. I'm taking my winnings and I'm leaving. See you later, losers. Oh, that's so toxic, dude. But for real, so we are going to, like I said, we're changing the streaming schedule. I'm going to do less on Fridays, and by less, I mean I'm probably going to avoid scheduling Friday night streams, just because while they're just kind of an awkward time for me. And to be honest, I think other people, it's not the greatest time either. So we're going to either move them to Saturday or Sunday. I haven't quite decided. Sunday is a much more calm day, but also Sunday is like, it's kind of awkward because, like, everyone's getting ready for work and stuff. Nobody wants to stay up late and play games, including myself. But we might, I said that one's up in the air. If you guys have any opinions, you guys are the ones that show up. You can voice your opinions. How do we zoom in? Whoa, hello. Hi. Here we go. I love this so much. This is such a nice starry sky. So in addition to that, I think what we're gonna, so a lot of the reason I haven't been doing a ton of like guide videos and just videos in general, as far as like normal posted stuff, was because of the time investment that it took me to edit them. I'm not a professional video dude. I just literally taught myself on the internet, and but the problem is I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I like to make it look cool, and I try and do like transitions, and I try and like cut out things that no one will even notice. Like I'll sit there and I'll optimize like the frame transition so that like, it doesn't get cut off at the wrong time, and nobody cares about that stuff except me, I think. But the problem is that it takes me a long time to edit a video. So I think what I'm going to be doing going forward is I'm just going to cut all that nonsense out, because at the end of the day, I just don't have the time to do that kind of in-depth customization and like editing. I think we're going to be doing a lot more like just sit and talk type videos, kind of like this one, where I'm just going to literally record it and just do it in game, do it live, as they say. I'm going to try and step away from like the fancy, editing nonsense, because I don't really, while it is nice to watch, I don't think it really matters much for the viewer. My whole goal with this channel was to make the game information accessible, right? Because one of the downsides to a game like this, or just any gacha game at all, is that sometimes they get a little wordy with the skills and abilities and stuff, and some of the combat mechanics are just not straightforward. In this game especially so, because while the game is easy, that's only because the devs have kind of specifically gone out of their way to make it easy, right? Difficulty wise, it's not because the game mechanics are easy. The game mechanics can be pretty hard to remember what they all do, remember how they all stack together. So that was kind of my goal with the channel, was like, hey, like I want to break these game mechanics and, like, for example, units and their abilities, I want to break them down into simple, easy to understand concepts, and just like let people like watch the video and walk away with an understanding of the video, or like of whatever the specific topic of the video is. Because of that, I think I'm going to be doing guides, like I said, in-game, just single take stuff, kind of like my original Nemesis guide, which is essentially what that was. I will try and not yap for an hour, because if you let me, I'll do it. I just, it's like it's a natural talent, So I will do my best to keep the videos concise and on topic, but I think I'll be able to record things a lot quicker and a lot more relevant, right? Because it also doesn't help. The other issue I'm struggling with is like a lot of people want the information like right away, which is very hard to do if you don't have, like, right now the reason a lot of other people get away with it is because they have accounts on CN, so they're allowed to kind of like pre-record stuff. I try not to do that because I want the in-game translations on screen of what everything does, and I want to like navigate it through, and I don't want to, for example, translation issues with like what abilities are called and what debuffs are called and stuff. I don't like putting that out with the incorrect translations, only for people to like get the character, try to use the character, and have to piece together what all these things are. So that I think is going to be the future of the channel. We're going to continue to do guides. I'm going to like kind of cut down on the the superfluous nonsense and just try and get to the important information. So I'm not quitting the game, not going anywhere. If you guys have any specific like things you want me to cover, even if you don't really care, if you just think that it's a hot topic, I would love to hear it, because that's always something I struggle with. Is I'll see a fight or a boss or a new unit, and I'll be like, oh, this is very self-explanatory. I don't need to go over this. There's no one cares about this. And then I see people like asking about it constantly, or getting like basic information about it wrong over and over again. And I'm just like, man, maybe I should have made a video on that, like to help people out. So like I said, anyone who's got any suggestions, I'm always more than happy to hear them. Oh, Radical Ink says, I still remember the Nemesis guide back in the day. Dude, I think that was still a pretty good guide, right? Like, that's what I mean. I didn't have any fancy editing in that guide. I pretty much just sat down and talked to the camera for, I talked and recorded for whatever it was, like 45 minutes or almost an hour. And I literally just went over everything about how to use her, like the weird intricacies of all of her abilities and stuff. I don't know if that is what most people want, right? Like it was a little too much, right? When you see a video that long, you think one of two things. You think either this is the most in-depth guide ever, or this guy just has got a lot of filler in there. So I'll try and keep it more concise than that, but thank you guys for supporting the channel. Like I said, I really do enjoy like hanging out with you dudes and creating the content, like as far as like doing this stuff, like the streams and whatnot. I'm not a mind reader. Oh, look at, hi Lena. Whoa, what are you doing? Running in place? Wanna fight? She's average height. So used to the midgets now. Like I said, Commander he's such a unit. Look at this. Look up into the sky. What's that? It's the Commander. Dude, I want cool little animations like that. I can't wait for the Commander to get the swimsuit. I saw the preview of that on the CN servers, and I'm hype. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it was cool, Radical. So I did do the Radical Link was saying it was cool though, because you did the 5-minute TLDR at the end of the video. I almost feel like I should have put it backwards. But I think just it wasn't fresh in my mind, right? Because people want the TLDR at the front. Some of them don't even want to click to the end of the video, but I'll try and do that in the future. So, can I do a long form and a Krolik translation, shorter summary interpretation or something? Yeah, that actually would be, that's kind of what I want to do, right? Like this is kind of more of just a subjective thing, but I think people don't, I could be wrong, so feel free to tell me what you guys think, but I don't think people want me to read word for word what's on the screen. So for example, Groza here, I don't think people want me to read, yes, Groza's ult uses 4 confectants and hits all enemies in a 3x3 tile based on the target. This ignores, it's like, I don't think they want me to reread word for word. I think they want the summary, just like, yeah, ult is a small target AoE that slows the target, right? Does a little bit of damage, right? She's not a big damage dealer. You're not going to see big numbers, but it's good for these situations, or it's good for doing that. Another good example would be like for Lana, it's like, okay, do you use this skill all the time, or is it like, is this, is skill number 2, the leap, is that an every now and then skill, or do you literally use it every single turn? And the answer is just spam that shit, bro. Yeah, Shadow says, I know in Genshin, the simplified version, people are describing, call it razor language. Yeah, I've heard that term before. Yeah, I'll try and do that. I'm gonna try and focus on that. We're gonna see how it goes. The views on the channel for content are all over the place, and I'm still trying to find what people want. Obviously, there's a couple big channels that are already kind of doing the mainstream character guides. I'm not a huge fan of the way they do stuff. Some of the, I mean, between all of them, they do get the point across. A lot of it is generalization though. They don't, you know, there's not a ton of strategy to, as far as like when it comes to character builds, right? Like you're always going to be picking the same attachments, right? It's almost always going to be phase strike, you know, blah blah blah, tag, attack, crit, etc. And I don't want to retread that ground too much, because I know that's what a lot of those videos end up being, is like, oh, Lena pairs with Leva really well, along with all the other electric units. It's like, well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. It's like, I think we're going to try and just be like, okay, this is the situation the character is good in, this is what they excel at, and this is how you play them. I'm going to try and avoid the, like a lot of the other and then keys, right? Like here, use these keys, because usually there's a couple like trap keys that are not explained very well. Sit down over here. Hi, Changju. Look at this. Lukai's like a little kid on Christmas playing with their motorcycle. That's so cute. Oh, dude, that's cool. I didn't even see that. There's got the little... Can you see on there? Oop. The motorcycle's got the little Michi and the Klukai. Little bobbleheads or whatever they're called. That's cute. Radical Link says Deluxe E-skill was a whole college essay. Yeah, dude, some of the skills in this game are getting up there. Like I said, you saw Ulrid's key. That shit's crazy. So anyway, that's what I think the channel is going to be doing in the future. You know, staying tuned. I'm, like I said, always open to suggestions. Anything you guys want to see. Any like specific things you want me to cover. I'm going to try and do like general guides too. Boss guides seem to be getting a lot of attention, surprisingly. I would think people wouldn't need boss specific guides, but I have been very wrong in the past. Those actually tend to get the most views. I'm going to guess because most other people aren't putting guides out for that. That's just a hunch though. So, I think we're going to kind of maybe close out there. I love your boss guides. Well, thank you. Yeah, the last, you know, the funny thing, Radical Ink, was like after last Gunsmoke, it kind of topped out, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, this actually got a lot of views, and that's I'm pretty happy with this. You know, for compared to like what my other videos get on the channel. And then when this Gunsmoke came around, I'm like, well, no one's gonna care because it's the same boss. But sure enough, I got a big jump in the views on it again when like Sunday rolled around. So people were still a little unsure of how to do this boss. So I'm hoping to do more. I don't want to. I was doing it for the not peak analysis, but the expansion drill bosses. But those I think are a little too topical. Like they end too quickly. It's like a one-shot fight, and that's kind of it. And it's only around for 2 weeks. I thought they were gonna repeat them a lot more, but they really haven't. Like for example, the Bellator twins, I think, are the ones we've seen the most, and I think we've only seen them 3 times total in the last year. Ooh, that takes me back. Do you guys remember when they were like the boss to beat? I do. Shepherd Farm remembers. Back in my day, we only had a macchiato for single target damage. We didn't have a Klukai. Or a Springfield with a Tololo. Back in my day, Tololo didn't even have an expansion key. Also says, I'm surprised how many people wanted to see how to use an electric on this boss. I think that makes sense. It doesn't surprise me too much because, like I said, Lena and Leva are on the banner, and I think that they just assumed because they're the banner units, like in other games, like a lot of the Mihoyo games do this, that whatever the character on the banner is, everything's shilled. So they just assume, like, yeah, they're on the banner, they must be good in Gunsmoke Funline, and I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but it is still Lind and Luke Eyes Playground. Yeah, best strat, borrow a V6 Lind. Yeah, you got it right on Dom. But yeah, I think we're gonna end there for the night, guys. Once again, thank you for a great first year. Like I said, it's crazy to think that in 1 year we've gone from me sitting alone in a room talking to myself, hoping to God that somebody watches the VOD so that I didn't just waste like an hour or two of my life talking to myself and you know, going crazy, to now I have consistently you know, 5 to 10 people showing up for the streams and hanging out, and like that's just, dude, that's just so awesome. I know I'm probably on some of your hit lists because of my insane luck. Even I can't believe it. I really am starting to suspect that something in my account is flagged. But like I said, I really do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me and you know, helping be my you know, my therapist and listening to me talk. Paul with the real facts. You need a V6 Andrus if you want to use electric. And don't crush their dreams like that. Nobody can afford a V6 Andrus in this economy, Paul. Yeah, and using electric on this boss is like, it's just because it's an AoE boss, right? And electric doesn't have any good AoE units right now. To be fair, that's kind of the truth of almost every element, with the exception of corrosion. What? No, actually, not a single element has good AoE except corrosion. Now that I think about it, physical, nah, even physical, not really. In the future, physical gets units, but. Why can't it be a V6 level? Mr. Streamer, would probably pull a V6 Andrus and 100 pulls, dude. Is that a challenge? Don't do that. I'm, like I said, so glad you guys are all here. So glad you guys all hang out, and I look forward to the next year. I hope, dude, I can't wait to see what's coming in the next year. We've already had a couple sneak previews, right? We're gonna get Sop Mod. We're gonna get having a mind blank on her name, not Darcher, the other one, Sextans. Who could forget about Sextans? And G41, dude. I'm so excited for G41. I don't know why. I just I really want to see what they do to her design if they keep like the mechanical arms and stuff. It's gonna be a wild next year, and then we're gonna have hopefully one of the next big units. I'm gonna guess at like maybe the half-year anniversary for CN, that is, which hopefully will be caught up in the next 6 to 8 months. God, I hope we are. But PNC units should be coming, so maybe Persicaria or Persica, little Persica, or big Persica, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm so excited to see the future. So thank you guys once again. Can I spam the chat? I'm gonna spam the chat with these little celebratory party poppers. So thank you guys all once again for coming here and hanging out with me, and just being a great community, by the way. Great community, by the way. So with that, we're gonna end tonight's stream. I wish you all the greatest of luck on your polls. I really do hope you guys get as lucky as I get, or even a fraction of my luck. Jesus. So, and then I will see you guys on Friday for our very last Friday night frontline. Thank you guys so much, and see ya in the next one. Bye-bye. I'm gonna put the Lena on one more time. I'm really gonna pile in those copyright strikes. I figure, we already did it once. Shut me down, YouTube. I ain't scared.